Can you imagine two men, Taha and Zachariah, living a life that mirrors a thrilling TV series like Breaking Bad? Meet Taha, a simple man, a man of few words but many secrets. Raised in the humblest of backgrounds, he was a man of the people, a man everyone trusted. Then there was Zachariah, a man of intellect, with a passion for the sciences and a quiet fascination with the darker side of human nature. Both men as different as night and day, yet bound by an inexplicable friendship that would lead them down a path of darkness and danger. Their lives were ordinary until one day a chance encounter sparked a friendship that was anything but. They were drawn to each other, not by common interests or shared dreams, but by a shared understanding of the world's harsh realities. Their bond, formed in the crucible of life's trials, was as strong as it was mysterious. As their friendship grew, so did their ambitions. The quiet, unassuming lives they led began to look more like a thrilling TV series than reality. Their actions began to mirror those of Walter White and Jesse Pinkman, the infamous characters of the popular series Breaking Bad. Taha, like Walter, had a quiet desperation about him, a longing for a life that was more than just getting by, and Zachariah, much like Jesse, was a man in search of purpose, a purpose he found in the most unlikely of places. Together they began to tread a dangerous path, one that blurred the lines between right and wrong, between morality and survival. The parallels between their lives and the TV series were uncanny. They were living a real-life rendition of Breaking Bad, complete with the thrill, the suspense, and the danger. The stakes were high, the risks even higher, yet they were willing to gamble everything for a chance at a life they believed they deserved. Just like Breaking Bad, the stakes were high, the risks were real, and the consequences deadly. But how did they go from ordinary to infamous? The answer lies in their audacious plan. Taha and Zachariah, two seemingly average guys with a taste for the extraordinary, hatched a scheme that was anything but ordinary. It was a plot that bore a striking resemblance to a familiar narrative arc of a popular television show, Breaking Bad, a plan so audacious it blurred the line between fiction and reality, between morality and vice. Their plot was as meticulous as it was daring. They devised an operation that would allow them to lead a life of crime, hidden beneath a veneer of normalcy. A double life, if you will. By day, they were the average Joes, blending in with the crowd, unremarkable and unnoticeable. By night, they were the masterminds of a criminal empire, the architects of a plan so bold it was almost unbelievable. The plan was simple yet intricate. It involved a series of calculated risks, a web of deceit, and a dash of audacity. They began to implement this plan, carefully crafting their alibis, meticulously covering their tracks. Their operation was a well-oiled machine, running smoothly, efficiently, and most importantly, discreetly. But as they delved deeper into their criminal endeavors, the stakes got higher. The adrenaline rush of their nocturnal activities became a dangerous addiction. The thrill of the chase, the exhilaration of getting away with it, was intoxicating. They were playing a high-stakes game, and they were playing to win. Yet beneath the excitement and the thrill, there was an undercurrent of tension. The fear of getting caught was always lurking in the shadows. The paranoia of discovery, the dread of exposure, was a constant companion. They were walking a tightrope, balancing their double lives with a precision that was both fascinating and terrifying. And then, a murder that sent shockwaves through their world. The world they had so carefully constructed was about to crumble. The plan they had so meticulously crafted was about to unravel. The life of crime they had so audaciously embraced was about to claim its first victim, and nothing would ever be the same again. Eva, a name that would become the catalyst for Taha and Zachariah's downfall, a name that was once synonymous with laughter and light, now a haunting reminder of a life cut short. Eva was more than a friend to Taha and Zachariah. She was their confidant, their backbone, the glue that held their tumultuous friendship together. Eva, with her radiant smile and infectious laughter, had a way of diffusing tension, of pulling Taha and Zachariah back from the edge of their numerous arguments. But she was also their voice of reason, their moral compass, a role that would eventually cost her her life. Eva stumbled upon Taha and Zachariah's sinister plan purely by chance. She was horrified, disgusted by their disregard for the sanctity of life. She confronted them, pleaded with them to abandon their path of destruction. But instead of listening, they saw her as a threat, a loose end that needed to be tied up. The night of Eva's murder was cold, eerily quiet, the kind of night that makes your skin crawl. that instills a sense of dread deep within you. They had planned it meticulously, down to the last detail. They lured her to a secluded location under the guise of a desperate need for her help. Eva, ever the good friend, rushed to their aid, oblivious to the danger that awaited her. The details of Eva's murder are chilling, a stark reminder of the depths of human depravity. They ended her life swiftly, efficiently, a chilling display of their commitment to their ghastly plan. In the aftermath of Eva's murder, Taha and Zakaria felt a momentary sense of relief, a misguided belief that they had successfully eliminated the only obstacle standing in their way. But little did they know, their actions that night would set off a chain of events that would lead to their inevitable downfall. With Eva's death, their lives began to unravel. A chilling reminder that every action has consequences, and the price of their heinous act was higher than they could have ever imagined. In the wake of the murder, the illusion of their ordinary lives began to crumble. The once tranquil existence of Taha and Zakaria was now shattered, replaced by a tempest of guilt, fear, and deceit. They had embarked on a treacherous path, one that they had only seen in the fictional world of Breaking Bad. But reality, as they were soon to discover, was far more unforgiving than fiction. Following Eva's murder, Taha and Zakaria found themselves ensnared in a web of their own making. They labored tirelessly, attempting to erase any evidence of their heinous crime. They scrubbed, they cleaned, they buried traces of their misdeeds under layers of lies. But the more they tried to cover their tracks, the deeper they seemed to sink into the quagmire of their actions. As the days turned into weeks, their once harmonious friendship started to fracture under the weight of their shared secret. They were no longer Taha and Zakaria, the jovial friends from next door. They had morphed into something sinister, something unrecognizable even to themselves. Their world was collapsing around them, and with it, their sanity. Every knock on the door was a potential threat. Every phone call, a possible betrayal. The paranoia was all-consuming, eating at them like a relentless parasite. Their guilt-ridden minds conjured up images of detectives closing in, of handcuffs, of prison bars. They were drowning in a sea of their own anxiety, gasping for a breath of normalcy that seemed forever out of reach. But guilt, as they say, has a voice that cannot be silenced. And it wasn't long before their secrets began to bleed through the cracks. A suspicious neighbor here, a missing piece of evidence there. The truth, it seemed, was determined to surface, and just like that, their meticulously crafted facade began to crumble, revealing the monstrous reality underneath. As the walls closed in, their secrets began to spill. Little did they know their reckoning was just around the corner. In the end, the truth always finds a way to the surface. And so it did in the case of Taha and Zakaria. The veil of secrecy that had shielded their sinister operations was finally lifted, exposing the chilling reality for all to see. Like a jigsaw puzzle, the pieces of their intricate plan came together, painting a terrifying picture that sent shockwaves through society. As the gruesome details of Eva's murder came to light, the authorities were quick to act. Expert detectives using advanced forensic techniques were able to link the duo to the crime. The evidence was irrefutable, and it was only a matter of time before Taha and Zakaria were apprehended. The arrest was dramatic, almost cinematic. The authorities descended upon their hideout in the dead of night, catching them off guard. They had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Their reign of terror was over. The news of their capture spread like wildfire, igniting a media frenzy. Journalists from every corner of the globe descended upon the city, eager to report on the real-life Breaking Bad saga. The public's reaction was a mixture of shock, horror, and morbid fascination. The tale of Taha and Zakaria, two seemingly ordinary men turned cold-blooded killers, was a story that gripped the world. Under the glaring spotlight of the media, the duo's descent into the underworld was laid bare. Their meticulously planned operations, their chilling disregard for human life, and their audacious attempts to emulate a popular television show all came to light. The world watched in disbelief as the depths of their depravity were revealed. Their trial was swift and decisive. The evidence against them was overwhelming, and justice was served. Taha and Zakaria were convicted and sentenced, their fate sealed by their own actions. And so the real-life Breaking Bad came to an end, leaving behind a chilling tale of crime and deception. From ordinary men to infamous criminals, Taha and Zakaria's story is a chilling reminder of life's unpredictability. Their transformation from mundane existence to a life of crime, culminating in the shocking murder of Eva, is a narrative that sends shivers down our spines. It's a grim testament to the dark paths people can tread when influenced by the wrong elements. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share this chilling tale with your friends.